Welcome back to Tread on Sports. In this segment, we're going to hear about the 12 players that will be joining the UNM football team this summer, and you'll see in action for the first time in the fall semester.
Dylan Weaver, amazing what he looks like right now compared to what he looked like a year ago. This kid is a giant, and there's not a school in the country that wouldn't recruit Dylan Weaver right now. And I mean that sincerely. You know the story. He had committed to Texas Tech. He really had Texas Tech, San Diego State, had the ACL, I believe, the first game of the year or second game of the year. I think he is an absolute steal, if you categorize it that way. He is as good looking as any young offensive lineman that I've been around. And we were very excited. Bryson Carroll played for his dad in high school at Roosevelt, quarterback, legitimate track speed, 10,400 meters, committed to us early. Tulane, Southern Miss, Bowling Green, Army, Navy, Air Force, had them all. Another guy that fits us, truly fast and really a good football player. He stuck with his commitment, committed to us early, and we're very appreciative of that. Daniel Peabody, tight end, from Tucson, had committed to San Jose State. The coaching staff came in. He recommitted to San Jose State with the new staff, but we stayed on him. San Jose State, Army, also Washington State and Syracuse had interest, but it really came down to us in San Jose State. Nico Bolden, a high-profile recruit. Had Vanderbilt, Syracuse, Washington State, and Wyoming, had committed to Vanderbilt, was going to Vanderbilt. They were in the school last Thursday. We had hung around. He came in and visited last weekend with his mom and his dad. His dad played college football. His mom's a probation officer. Fell in love with the place. Decommitted from Vanderbilt. They hung in there, kept fighting into last night. So we were able to beat Vanderbilt head-to-head on Nico Bolden, and he is a unique guy. I mean, he's 6'3", probably bordering on 6'4", return punts, return kickoffs, very athletic, very smart. Reminds you a lot of a taller, bigger Daniel Henry, quite honestly. Marcus Hayes is another guy, very fortunate. He had committed to Western Michigan and P.J. Fleck. For what it's worth, was a 3-star recruit, highly recruited, committed to P.J. Fleck. The coaching change there, Coach Cosgrove, we'd stayed on him. He came in and visited and fell in love. I mean, this guy played slot receiver on offense. I didn't think he was as big as he was when I watched him on tape. When he came in, I was surprised how big he was. He's going to be a corner, nickel, safety kind of guy for us. Again, Western Michigan's done an unbelievable job when P.J. Fleck was there of just getting guys and early commits, and he was one of those players. The next guy, Langston Murray. This guy, same body type as Jermaine Conyers, a body type that we haven't had. He's probably 345 or 350 pounds. Unique. You can go on YouTube right now and watch him bench pressing 225 pounds like they do at the NFL Combine. He's putting up over 20 reps. Really interesting. You know, for what it's worth, played a little wildcat quarterback, but, you know, very explosive. He had committed to ULM. TCU came in last weekend. He officially visited TCU. We were able to hang on. Stan Egan, we were in Logansport last week. I was afraid we were going to lose him to TCU. And we hung in there and we signed him. So we have 2 body types, really 3 with Blackwell, but with Conyers and Murray that we have not had. I'm talking about the big, thick inside players. Aaron Blackwell was in. He weighed in at right over 300 pounds. He has 3 years to play. He started out at at Weber State, like Daniel Henry. Felt he could go junior college and be more highly recruited, and he was. He went to Weber State, came back to Mesa Community College. I had a chance to watch him practice during an open date. It was us in Nevada. But a big 300-pound guy that can really bend. So 3 big guys in the middle right there that I think that we have needed. The next guy, Amani, very similar, very similar. You know, we went into Mesa open date, watched him practice, knew about him, fell in love with him, came in and he weighed at 254 pounds as an inside linebacker. Started out at UC Davis right off the bat, felt he could go back to junior college and be more highly recruited. Gives us some thump in there at inside linebacker. Ceedee. This is an interesting story. He has a twin brother. Twin brother's going to Utah State. He committed to Texas A&M. Some academic things happened. Redshirted last year. In other words, played 2 years, committed to Texas A&M, was going to Texas A&M. Then he and his brother were going to Utah State. He did, you know, Washington State. But this guy is an older guy, a very, very good football player. Cameron Burston had committed to Fresno State. The coaching change. Tim DeRuyter's out. Tedford comes in. There's some unstableness there. We're able to get in on Cameron Burston from Contra Costa College. Exciting. You know, just watch the highlight tape. Big, tall, athletic, big-time skill set. 3 years to play, too. Rayshawn Boyce. Again, these last two right here, these are the last two that we got signed here. We're still waiting on a couple more potential here, but Rayshawn Boyce is an outside linebacker, comes from Mike Sewell's junior college, the safety, Fresno State, Hawaii, San Jose State. Cal actually came in last night. He hung on. He's probably all of 6'5", and can really run. You know, that rush linebacker position for us with Donnie White and Modi graduating, he is that prototype taller guy than either Donnie or Mo, can really run. Jalen Burrell, another interesting story, very similar to Ceedee's story. Had played at Moore Park, was going to Colorado, committed to Colorado. Mike McIntyre didn't quite finish up some academic things, actually got some bad advice from another Power 5 school, took 2 more classes and his GPA dropped just a little bit, and now he's in progress to get that GPA back up. But Jalen Burrell is a talented player, punt returner, kick returner, corner, nickel, and again, I think as you look at this class overall, very talented, very specific, needed to what we need, and you know, some older guys to come in and supplement that 19 red-shirted young guy class. So it's you know, it's another piece of the puzzle. We'll find out how it goes, but exciting to be honest.
So now that we've heard Coach Davie tell what he has to say about the 21 players that will be joining his program next year, when we come back, he's going to answer questions from the media about those players. Stay tuned to Tread on Sports.